Welcome back to the cryptowrld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now the Bitcoin price is stabilizing around strong support, while Ethereum is potentially forming a brand new pattern that we need to pay attention to. More on that later in the video. Definitely stick around. First of all, starting off on the daily Bitcoin chart, and right now, as I've been saying ever since the breakdown from around 24,000, we are still looking more bearish than bullish on the daily time frame, despite some slight bullish price action in the immediate shorter term. Because when we look at the daily time frame, we're looking at these larger moves in the Bitcoin price, not the immediate short-term moves. So in terms of the larger moves, right now, we're still technically more bearish than bullish. We have not confirmed another bullish reversal. But with that being said, the daily Bitcoin RSI is very close to oversold territory, so keep that in mind. And in order for me to start flipping more bullish again on the daily Bitcoin chart, I'd like to see some higher lows and higher highs start to form again in the daily Bitcoin RSI, which right now isn't currently the case. But eventually, when we do start to see a signal like that, then I'll start to flip more bullish again on the daily time frame. But for now, we're still technically looking slightly more bearish than bullish on this time frame. But anyway, zooming into the 12-hour Bitcoin chart, and obviously we hit that first technical price target for this rising wedge pattern coming into play at around 21,000. And we still have this golden pocket level of support, which is coming into play in between around 20.8k to around 21,000. So it's that price range right there where I'm expecting a lot of support for Bitcoin, as I have been saying ever since up here. And like I said, on the daily Bitcoin chart, we have not confirmed another bullish reversal right here as of right now. But considering the recent volatile move to the downside, and considering the fact that Bitcoin is running into support right now, we're most likely going to see somewhat choppy sideways price action in the shorter term. And speaking of the shorter term, zooming into the 4-hour Bitcoin chart, and we can start to see these early signals, which are showing us the Bitcoin price just in the immediate short term is beginning to stabilize, because, for example, the RSI is moving out of those extremely oversold levels. And if we're looking at the 4-hour Bitcoin MACD, we're actually getting pretty close to potentially seeing another bullish cross. But keep in mind, when we do eventually see another bullish cross, we need to be watching out for the bullish momentum in the histogram, because if we don't see a lot of bullish momentum like back here, for example, then that would just be further confirmation for some more choppy sideways price action, which is one of the most likely scenarios in the immediate short term, as in talking about the next few hours, maybe the next 1 to 2 days. And as for some strong levels of support and resistance to watch out for in the short term, we do have a lot of support once again in that price range, which is where that golden pocket was coming into play that I just talked about. And as for resistance, if we do end up seeing a bit more of a bounce back to the upside, then I'll be expecting a lot of resistance around this price range, which is coming into play at roughly around 22,500. But just keep in mind, even though I said the Bitcoin price is stabilizing as we're running into support, and we're most likely going to see choppy sideways price action in the immediate short term, we still have not confirmed a bullish reversal in terms of this bearish trend just yet. So technically speaking, if you're talking about the trend on this 4-hour chart, we're still within this bearish trend. We haven't confirmed a bullish reversal, but the most likely scenario in the immediate short term, once again, is most likely going to be some choppy sideways price action. And now getting into the Ethereum part of this video, this right here is the 12-hour Ethereum chart. And obviously, as I spoke about yesterday, we already hit this first technical price target for this rising wedge pattern, and that was coming into play at around 1,600. And over the past 1 day, obviously, we've seen another dip to the downside for Ethereum, down towards around 1,520. But if we're looking at the 12-hour candle closes, we're still holding slightly above this previous low, which is coming into play at around 1,560 to 1,570. And so, as I've been saying for the past few days, I expect some support around that area on the charts. But if the price of Ethereum confirms a break below this previous low, then I'll expect a drop down towards around 1,400, which is the full technical price target for this rising wedge pattern. And obviously, just by looking at this chart, we can clearly see that we have not confirmed any bullish reversal as of right now. So technically on the 12-hour Ethereum chart, we are still looking more bearish than bullish, despite Ethereum running into a bit of support. And when we zoom into the 4-hour Ethereum chart, we can see this range of support more clearly, which is coming to play at, once again, around 1,560, going up towards around 1,620 approximately. And this is mostly based on previous support and also previous resistance. And what's interesting to see right now in the 4-hour Ethereum RSI is that we're actually seeing a bullish divergence. We're seeing higher lows in the RSI, but lower lows in the price action. So this means that the bears are losing some of that momentum to the downside in the immediate short term, which usually means we're due to see either choppy sideways price action or perhaps a bit of a relief back to the upside in the shorter term. But unless we start to see more confirmation, such as a bullish cross, for example, in the 4-hour Ethereum MACD, then I wouldn't start to flip overly bullish, at least as of right now. And instead, I'd mostly be expecting choppy sideways price action in the shorter term for Ethereum, like I said, for Bitcoin. But if we do start to see more bullish confirmation here for Ethereum, such as that bullish cross, for example, or more higher lows and higher highs in the RSI, then in that case, like I said, we could see a bit more of a relief back to the upside. But even if that happens, even though that might be slightly more bullish than bearish in the imminent short term, even in that case, that could still potentially be forming a slightly larger bearish pattern here on the 6-hour Ethereum charts. Because technically speaking, we are currently in the formation phase for a possible head and shoulders pattern. We already have the left shoulder and the head for this pattern, but we are yet to see any right shoulder form. So as of right now, this pattern is not currently active. I want to make that clear. But like I said, if we do see a bit more of a shorter term relief, then that could potentially form a right shoulder, which would actually be bearish for Ethereum on a slightly larger scale from the 4-hour time frame. And for those of you who might be new to all of this, in order to activate this head and shoulders pattern, we need to see that right shoulder form, come back down to the neckline, which is sitting at roughly around 1570, give or take, and then we need to see a confirmed break below that level after forming that right shoulder, and then that sets up a technical price target further to the downside. But as of right now, like I said, this is not currently active, but it is something to keep an eye out for. And if you want to maximize your profits in crypto, no matter if the price is going up, down, or chopping around sideways, then check out these videos popping up right here on your screen. The video in the top left shows you how to make money if the price is going either up or down, and the video in the bottom left shows you how to make money if the price is chopping around sideways. But anyway, that is everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.